venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002. There's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Roberts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first and 10, Cousins. Swings this out for Hunt. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second and 7.
Cousins now. And it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Locke.
Now that's caught left side by the tight end Keene.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Defense wins championships, baby. Check. 53.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Roberts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Cousins. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. Cousins. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They go play action. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 9, Locke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mike, 53, Mike. Let's go, team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Cousins to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign him?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Cousins. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Watch the slant. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming up to you.
Block now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm going to run you over.
To throw it is Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Clock now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
53 is the mic. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53. Check the tight end, check the tight. Check the tight. Check. 53 is mic. Check. 53 is mic.
Again, it's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
You ain't going to burn me.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing now is Locke. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Come on, fellas. Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And
the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke is going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Double tight. Hey. We got 3 down. Hey, 17's yours.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 4.
2 times. 3 down. Hey, check.
A carry here for Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Double tight. Hey, we got
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
He'll try again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Check, 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 slam, slam, check, 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 check. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Christian Wilkins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Locke to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. Yeah. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere. Mike, 53.
They look to throw. It's Lock. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.